How to overcome the objection of being a new or young realtor in the business. Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your real estate coach, and today we're going to talk about how to overcome that objection, that fear that you get of being that new or young realtor. Some of the things that come to my mind is, hey, you need to just step out there and do it. But I'm going to show you in this video how to overcome these objections of having that little fear of just people talking about, oh, you're a new realtor. Why should I use you? I should go for somebody experienced. There's some tips and some techniques that I can show you how to make yourself look as if you are confident. You've been doing it for a long time. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is talking about the product knowledge. But before I do that, let me just tell you a few things. Just remember that in the description of this video, you'll find more about what I'm talking about. You'll find tips, you'll find scripts, you'll find my book over to the right of me. You can see that there. It is the Art and Science of the Real Estate Agent. It's the first real estate pocket guide that you and I can take in our pocket that inspires us, educates us, gives us tools, and just motivates us and teaches us how to sustain our motivation. So, how do we overcome that objection of being that new realtor or young realtor? One of the first things that comes to my mind is product knowledge. Product knowledge. What does that mean? So just imagine you're just out of this real estate school, right? And you've got into your new brokerage firm. What is product knowledge? What am I talking about? So what's the product that we're selling? Well, we are selling ourselves, right? That's a product. Yeah, true. So that means that we need to know ourselves real good. Yes. And we need to know that we should be professional, and we need to know our strengths, and we need to know our weaknesses. So I like to say that we can increase our strengths, right? Increase them, and we can delegate our weaknesses. Perfect. You hear that? Increase your strengths, delegate the weaknesses. So if you know you don't like administration, like me, I don't like that. I'm not. It gives me like anxieties. I don't like administration work. So I'll hire a transaction coordinator and I give them a piece of the pie. I pay you when and if the deal closes. What more better than that? I partner up with you so that I go out and I get the deal done. And maybe you help me to draft the contract within the legalities of our community. And I would review them and present it and just get it done. And once I get it done and I get it signed and everything, turn it over to you. You do all the admin. So know your products, and the product is yourself. That's for one. And then also the product is the houses, the communities that we're selling. You need to know them. You need to know what schools are in the area. Don't be too big on like, okay, this is this school, this air rated or whatever. I'm just talking about logistics. What is in this community? If you're farming an area, a community, is there a tot lot there? You have swings for kids? Yep, I drove it. I know it. I drove it. Most of us, we have like a photographic memory, right? We will see something and we can remember it more than just reading about it. So for me, I like to drive around and learn my product, going into the houses and seeing it. So I'm not going to spend more time on that. So that's the first thing you want to think about is the product knowledge. The second thing is you build your confidence through activity. So let me say it one more time because I kind of twisted that before. You want to build your confidence by taking activities. That means you go out each day, 3-4 times a week, and you are learning about the community, you're networking, you are out there being seen, so that people can see enough of you that they can say, well, I've seen this guy before. He's not a new realtor. I've seen them before. Yes, absolutely. Another thing that you can do to avoid these objections of someone saying you're a young realtor is write along on the tenure of your team or your office. Write along on the number of years that your team or your office has been in business. So, for example, you could say, "Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, and I'm with XYZ Real Estate Company, and we've been in business since 1979." It's funny, right? Because the way you say it, we've been in business for so. We become a part of that. We, the brokerage firm you go to, they've been around longer than you. So what? Just tag along with that. So right along with that, it's important that people realize that you can ride along with these teams and the brokerage firms 10 years, the times that they've been in business. It makes it look amazing. Just have your script and say, introduce yourself, and I'm with such and such team or such and such company, and we've been around since blase blase. You see, it just kind of skips you, right? How long have you been around? Oh, no, we've been around. Don't say I've been around. We've been around. So think about that technique. It's pretty good. The other thing that you want to do to handle these objections is to do a daily role play. Now, what a daily role play does for you is allows you the ability to flow in most and all conversation. So when you get in front of a seller, or you get in front of a buyer, or you're in a network event and you wanted to build up that contacts or whatever you're doing, prospecting, having that role playing behind your back already completed, it helps you. You can't just come into this business and just expect that you're going to get the buyer and the seller to do business with you automatically just like that. You need to practice. A boxer practice. A runner runs. A football player, whatever it is. You have a job in any other industry, of course you're going to practice. You're going to take exams or tests or something to make sure that you know how to do the work. So why would you come into this industry and not practice and role play? Daily, yes, because you're performing. Remember, an audience could be 1 million people or just one. So don't you have to practice for either audience size? 1 million or one. So you practice. So that's one of the things that I really like to stress out is that we have to role play to make sure we feel comfortable in handling these objections when people say, "So how long have you been a real estate agent?" Well, have that ability to say, "Well, I am with so-and-so and we've been around for so many times. And yes, I've started just last year or last month, and I'm so privileged to be a part of this company and this team who have been around since blase blase." So that's very important. Lastly, I want to point out to you this, and that is for you to understand that the very best thing that you can do to handle the objectives or objections that you get from people is for you to have a web presence. A web presence. So many times I've seen realtors come into this industry and they're just flying by the seat of their pants, I guess, right? How many times would you sit down and talk to a realtor and you say to them, "Do you have a website?" No. Oh, yes, I do. The one given by the MLS. Not even, really? Do you have a CRM? What's a CRM? Customer Relationship Management System. Now, no present. Can I Google your name and see anything? Folks, listen. In today's technology, just do these things and you will have a superb web presence. Write this down. Have yourself a nice website. More than likely, your firm provides amazing looking website that suits and matches theirs. Okay? You're part of a package. Have that website linked to a CRM, Customer Relationship Management System, that contacts, once they sign up, they'll automatically get drip campaigns. Okay? Then make sure you have a professional Facebook, Instagram page, or any social media that you prefer. When you have these, make sure they're professional. It's not the one with the bathing suits or none of that. It's a professional one that you post relatives information that people like and want and can use. and LinkedIn, all these things. Make sure you have these accounts and they are linked to your website inside of your CRM. Because when you have all these things connected and you get a listing or you post different listings out, that is registered inside of the system. So eventually someone goes and Google your name, blah, 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 you will pop up, guaranteed. So without any further ado, I'm not going to take you much longer. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not, and go into the description of this video to find my gift to you that will help you to handle those objections of being that new or young realtor. So until I see you again, you know what I like to say on all my videos, and I say it very powerfully: go get 'em, tiger.